Hello everybody, it's your boy JJPM, aka JJPM if you can't spell, and welcome to a Twitter thread. To be honest, I did not expect so many of you to answer. I'm gonna go through a lot today. So the question that I asked is, what is your Yu-Gi-Oh pet peeve? My personal Yu-Gi-Oh pet peeve has to be when someone gives you a trade binder, and that trade binder, you go through it, you got some nice stuff. You willing to trade this? Like, no, okay, got it, okay, understandable. Okay, well, I guess sure. Are you interested in trading this Draco back? No, okay, sure. Are you interested in trading this? Oh, it's when 99% of a binder is not per trade, even though they're given to you for you to look around for a trade. That's really dumb, in my opinion. I really hope that I'm not the only one who has this problem. It happens very often. Let's see what your guys' pet peeves are. Let's get to it. Setting/trading cards in dirty sleeves. Refer to the image on your profile. Let's see what you got there. Wait, is that what you mean? These are so nasty. I think my favorite part when someone gives you a crusty sleeve is when they're like, man, I really need that crusty sleeve back. And you're like, dude, here you go. Dude, yeah, here, take an entire new pack as well. Konami releasing so many exclusive products only in Japan. Yeah, the number collection. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I agree with this. There's so many things in OCG that we just do not get. Hand shuffling. Like, dude, I understand you are really bored waiting for me to do my turn. In RSEP, you are going second, but can you please stay still for 2 minutes and not shuffle? Okay, I disagree with this one. That there's a lot of people who do hand shuffling just to, like, you know, get their engines going and just like thinking of the play. A lot of people who have ADHD will start hand shuffling, yeah, me included. People next to me at a table taking up all the available space. Like, you aren't holding, my dude. I agree with this because there are some people who just like straight up put their deck boxes on your field. Like, respect another person's mat or field. I understand there are situations where there isn't that much space. Keep your deck box inside of your book bag at that point. Just slow play. It's always slow play. And normally they start doing this at the end. Like, it's so messed up. Slow playing is considered cheating if you're doing it intentionally.
Keep that in mind.
People calling cards for unofficial translation names, stuff like BFD, Ghost Dash, stuff like that. If you're doing this, most of the time beginners will not understand what you mean. Having your opponent going on about how they would have won the game if proceeds to explain the game, say, okay, I get this point, however, could have won like this. If I would have known that you had an Ash in your hand and a Veiler, I would have won. I would have simply won. I would have just played around it. I could have beat you. I could have beat you super easily. I just had to think. I just had to read your mind. People who treat any locals round like they're in the YCS finals, like, show, bro, it's literally locals. Bro, we're in a 4-round locals. Don't shark me, please. We're having fun here, my man. I understand that you want to win the 3 packs that you get from locals from getting first place. Is it really that worth it? You're being a bit too aggressive, my man. That's the insane power creep that Yu-Gi-Oh has suffered through all of its life. And we have seen skyrocket from around Su format, and once again now with tier. If they keep on power creeping, we will end up without a game. People will lose interest, or the game will just not be fun anymore. But for now, they're not stopping, so let's enjoy the ride while we can. Tap zones thinking as they're mapping out a play, and in reality they have a dead hand. Bro, what are you tapping? Are you tapping into new cards? People who have clearly never touched the game since 2008, making sweeping statements like, all modern Yu-Gi-Oh is just 20 special summons per turn, ending in 7 floodgates and 15 omni negates. So that's why Go format is far superior. This is just Yu-Gi boomers, to be honest. Boomers are people who really love a format. If you're not playing Time Wizard, then move on, man. Get out of here. Go back in time. How welcoming and downright unpleasant a lot of the local scenes can be towards new players. Don't be aggressive towards the new players. Just teach them while you're playing what some rules that they don't know. If they're not cooperating, then you don't have much of an option and just shit on them. The way I dropped the CCG for a year, and it's almost impossible for me to get back into the game because of how all my decks don't even work in the current format. This is somewhat similar to what a quotation is, to be honest. I agree, it feels really bad when you're like coming back with a deck and then that deck is just bad. If that deck got banned or got hit or some way, just, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to cry about it, sadly. Someone picking up my cards without reading Someone picking up my cards to read without asking. Ask him first if it's okay for you to pick them up. Like 99% of the time, they will let you take the card and read it. If they don't, Judge, I need you. So I'm trying to take back a response after they said okay to a resolution to my effects so they can clean up their misplay. No takesy backsies. People having temper tantrums mid-match. I'm here trying to enjoy my evening, not be a counselor. Yes, I've had this. People have actually broke down mid-game because I hit them with an Ash Blossom. It is so insane. I came here to play a 4-round logos and ended up being a therapist. When people use proxies outside of their immediate friend group, don't bring proxy cards to locals to play with friendlies. It puts me in a really weird position. Like if it's one proxy, let's say an extra proxy, fine. But if you have multiple proxies, that's way more awkward. Stall decks, same. People still saying XYZ as XYZ. Hey, whoa. No need to call me out here. It shows you how to say it. Dueling shows you how to say it. The rulebook shows you how to say it. You think I read it? From experience, having people assume that you're an easy win, lose, then get mad about it. I was able to beat a dude's branded deck with sharks, and he had a whole fit about it. Okay, yeah. This is a thing that people will do very often. It's very annoying. Don't assume people are easy wins. People do this a lot with female Yu-Gi-Oh players. Don't do that. That's just misogyny. I hope your shark deck was looking like this. You to touch my back while I duel. Who's touching your back? The fact that every card is a paragraph. Get to reading. Inherit Summon. Fizzle. Spot the Judge. When I do something in a duel and my opponent goes, oh, this is fine. It just feels like they aren't taking me seriously. I don't think it's because of that. It's because I think they just found the out. Losing. I love this answer. You have the best answer. Hating people for playing a deck they dislike. It's so toxic when people have fun with a deck like Blue. Okay, yes. People will unironically hate on Blue players. I understand they're committing a massive crime by playing Floodgates, but still, you should understand that that's the deck they like to play. Just accept that you dislike it. Just don't ruin the day. When Konami makes Floodgates, they have no cost, and when they do, it is so small that it doesn't even matter. Like, for example, goes in match, there can only be one, skill drain, and Imperial Order. People who do not shower. Agreed. Yeah, no, they're out there stanking it up. I could go on and on about the racism, sexism, queerphobia, etc. But I know that's not what y'all are looking for, because that will require a deeper look at yourselves and probably also kill viewership. So I'll just go with getting mad at players for playing interactions. Damn it, they're playing hand traps. What I have to say about this: change yourself like how you would change a tech for your deck and make yourself better. We're all here because we love this card game, and yeah, we're just here to be a part of this community, and that's the point of it. But also stop playing hand traps, because that's not cool. That's not cool. You're not invited to my birthday party. Stevie Blunder says bigotry overall. Yes, just literally don't be a bigot. Don't be that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Also, backpack vendors who pretend selling 95% and buying at 55% isn't the grimiest thing. How do they sleep at night? I don't mean to disrespect anyone, but people with low quality cameras that then use black sleeves on a black playmat with poor lighting or remote duels, like, bro, come on. Yeah, you just straight up can't see anything. Look at my sick board. Don't you see it? It's right there. Like, you don't see it? What do you mean you don't see it? Not using the proper zones. Holy frick, there's a reason that official playmats are made with zones. Putting your deck at an angle at the top right and putting your graveyard below it. Please put your cards in the right spots. Yes, I agree. What I find really annoying about it is when people put their banish zones close to their hand. Simply, this is their hand, this is their banish zone. People that quote-unquote teach new players the game using unofficial jargon. It's phenomenal how many interactions and mechanics are fundamentally misunderstood by a large portion of the player base because people confuse to stop saying inherent, fizzle, or spell speed 4. Yeah, that is true. I don't know what's the proper term for supposed to be for, by the way. You can't respond? I think that's the proper term. Oh my god! True! Actually true! Experienced players not declaring phases. Yes, this happens so much. People actually just straight up, like, there are games that I've played with some players. They will go through all the phases possible without telling you, and you're like, oh, I had something for standby. They're like,
It's too late.
you didn't even declare it. What are you talking about?